y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today, what I'm going to test out is from the AOA Studio Perfect BB Cream. Yay! So we're going to find out if this dollar BB Cream works or not. What it does, if it's crap, if I just need to throw it in the trash. If not, much of a loss is $1. And I'm actually going to use this AOA Studio Wonder Skin Poreless Primer as well. So I'm going to do half of it with a brush and then half of it with a beauty blender. So let's go ahead. I'm going to jump right in. Let's get started because I just kind of want to keep this video really short today. So let's go. First, let's go in with some primer. And it is so hot in here today. You probably hear my fan running in the background because it's like 85,000 degrees today. It has been raining, so it's muggy, and it's sticky, and it's just today. And I don't like it. This feels weird. Like, watery, I guess is the word that I'm looking for. Maybe, should I let this dry? Should I just, like, fan it? I don't really know what to do with it. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to put some of this on this. Why not? Let's just use the top of my perfume lid. And I got the shade Light. So it's probably going to be a little too light for me. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to go in and do half with the beauty blender first since I already have that out. Feels a little greasy, I'm not even gonna lie. I am getting a little bit of coverage out of it with the beauty blender, so that's not too terrible for $1 product. But we'll find out how it works with the brush. You know what? I should probably just make this video a little bit longer and see how it kind of wears and how it, like how makeup layers over top of it. Like if you want to put some blush or a bronzer or something like that on top of it, I should really do that. See, I think I will. Okay, let's go in and get, I've got the e.l.f. Kabuki brush, which I've actually used this to put on foundation before, and it's not too terrible. It's a pretty dense foundation brush, and I probably should not be rubbing it all over my hand, because my hands are probably really dirty. So that's gonna just okay, maybe I should just, I feel like I'm getting a whole lot more coverage out of it with the beauty blender side versus the brush side. Let's add a little bit more. I really want to give this stuff a fair shot for $1. I mean, if it works, that's like amazing. Yeah, so you can tell by like looking under my eyes and whatnot. With the beauty blender side, it does look a little bit more wet, and with the brush side, it is very, very greasy, but it does not look as greasy with the brush. But with the beauty blender, I am getting a lot more coverage out of it. So let me just, I don't like the way that that feels. Maybe it's because the brush is picking up a lot more of the product. I know I kind of like buffed it out a little bit on this side with the brush. I just wanted to make sure everything was buffed and kind of evenly distributed. And I didn't go over this eye either. My hair is getting in my face. Ugh. Okay, there we go. And then I went back over with a beauty blender and kind of buffed this side out a little bit more. So let's go in, and I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on under my eyes and see how this kind of layers with the concealer. I don't want to use that one. I'm going to use this Instant Age Rewind Erase Dark Circles from Maybelline in the shade Light Pale, because I know how this concealer works, and I know how it should lay on the skin. So, I do have a Smashbox concealer that I have been wanting to use, but I don't, if that concealer lays funny, I want to know if it's just because of the concealer or is it because of the actual BB cream. So, I want to give it a fair shot. And on this side, I'm going to go in with the blender. And on this side, I'm going to go in with the brush. It's looking a little bit weird right there. I had like a spot that wasn't covered. Let me put the lid back on this BB cream before I get it everywhere and get it all over my white shirt, which I probably already have somewhere at some point. Okay, and let's go in with this AOA Studio Perfect Brightening Powder. Now, I have used this powder quite a few times. It does brighten up under the under eyes because I have really, really, really bad dark circles, and I don't have any problems with it creasing, you know, really, really terribly. So I'm going to layer some powder on top of this, and I'm going to see how it reacts and if it creases really bad, or let's just see how exactly this works. And then we'll go and put some bronzer and some blush on really quick and see how that. And I do like to use this powder to set my whole T area, because I do tend to get really oily right there. And then I get dry other places, which makes no sense to me. But that's where I tend to get oily, and then I rub my nose a lot, so I am a nose toucher. So I really have to make sure that, like, see right there, I am a nose toucher. So I like to make sure that I really get in there, set that makeup down on my nose. Powder, go away. And make sure that it doesn't move around or do anything funky. What are you doing, Mindy? Little plate you got, Bryson? Oh, it's got little spots for dairy and grains and protein.
I can't color, but cute.
That's cute.
I'm ready to color.
You're ready to color? Isn't that for Bryson, not you?
They gave him an autism test today.
They did? What did it say? Nothing?
He's normal.
He's normal?
Probably
Yay!
he's normal.
For you, for being your kid, he's normal? Alright, let's go in with a little bit of bronzer. Now, I know how this one reacts. This is an old favorite of mine. This is the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. And, again, beauty blender side, brush side. So far, so good. It seems to be blending it out nicely. The only problem I'm really having with this so far is that it feels very greasy, kind of cakey on my face, and it doesn't cover a whole lot. And if I wanted to feel this greasy, cakey, you know, feeling of having a bunch of crap on my face, I would just go in and put on a full coverage foundation. I wouldn't try to be wearing, like, you know, it's supposed to be a BB cream. But you do see that with a lot of more inexpensive products, is that it does feel a little bit greasier than it does when they're a little bit more higher end. Hello, double chin. Go away. Nah. So who was cracking up the other day watching that Jeffree Star video? I watched it last night, and I was cracking up. I'm not even gonna lie, I was dying. I don't know what the whole drama or tea or what everybody says nowadays is going on, but I still watch it just because it's kind of entertaining to me. And I'm going to go in with the Lumi Radiant Blush by AOA Studio in the shade Ravish. And I'm just going to give a little bit of color. I've been using, I got this Mink brush set from Shop Miss A. And I've been using it, all of them. The only brush I haven't really used is the powder brush yet. Because I have other powder brushes, so I just really haven't picked that one up. And the only brush out of the set that I really don't care for is this flat top brush right here. And I've been using it to put on primer instead of using my hands most of the time. But other than that, all the other face brushes work really, really well. So, all in all, how I feel about this BB cream right here and this primer is that the primer, it feels okay. It does feel kind of watery when you put it on. It's almost like a watery jelly, if that makes any kind of sense. And my final thoughts on this BB cream is you're not going to get a whole lot of coverage out of it. You do get a little bit more with the Beauty Blender versus the brush. But in my opinion, if you want that kind of, a feeling like you have a whole lot of stuff on your face and you want some coverage, you just might as well go ahead and put on a full coverage foundation instead of trying to use a BB cream that feels greasy and heavy and lightweight. So, I hope y'all really enjoyed this review. I have got to go get some groceries because I got to feed my kids because we can't starve them. It's illegal. I just wanted to remind y'all to make sure that you subscribe and that you hit that notification bell. And I just kind of wanted to come back and say goodbye all over again. So, bye y'all. You guys have a wonderful day.